Good evening. I'm just wearing the pajama because today was also an exhausting day. We were hiking, and I'm going to show you. We start in Hesteswollen, that is this place, and we ended in Rognesbollen, that is this place. Is more or less 3 kilometers. Um, well, this day was a rainy day, and I was very cold. And I have learned something, and I advise you something. You have to buy woolen clothes because I was wearing like a thermical t-shirt, and at first I was like very warm, but then I realized that when it gets wet, it's very cold, this t-shirt, and it doesn't make you very warm. So buy woolen clothes, of course, inside the woolen clothes, so it didn't get wet. Put more clothes, but woolen clothes are very important. And I have learned a lot of things, even though it was like in a sport day, because we were like practicing the learning by doing. I think that this technique is like very important. I have discovered that it's very useful because today I have learned a lot of things. First of all, of course, that you socialize a lot, and the most important things that you have to be like a teacher is be engaged and be curious, and the learning by doing makes you be like this. And like kids, that are very curious, and if you go with them to the nature, and this path is very easy, they will be very curious, they will have fun, and they will learn a lot. Some things that I have learned are, for example, that iron comes from a bacteria, because here the green line marks the natural cerebral, and just in the beginning of the natural cerebral, there is a place where it was discovered, the bacteria of the iron, I think. And this is a thing that I have discovered, for example. Or I have discovered a lot of things. For example, that you can find blueberries in this place, or maybe that the Norwegian people are so very kind with the nature, that it's usually work for the Norwegian people in the summer to take care of the natural cerebral. And I don't know, it was so kind and so nice. And me as a teacher, I have learned too that learning by doing is so important. But it's not only important to do the things, because that theoretical learning, it's not so good. Of course, they have to learn, but if you teach them, for example, that the iron comes from a bacteria in the school, it's not the same that if you teach them in the place that it was discovered, So, it's very important to use the learning by doing, but the most important thing is to reflect them. It's very necessary to, after the excursion or the trip, to make a little reflection about what they have learned, and so they interiorize they make useful what they have learned. And one thing that I also think it's very useful is that just when we arrived to the place, the teacher said we have to make a circle. But the teachers, I really love them because they were so excited to do everything, and I think that in that way they are teaching us that we have to be excited, so the kids are excited, because when they were excited, they make me be happy and excited and curious. Like, they transmit this energy, and that makes me think and reflect that me as a teacher, I have to be like this. And well, when we make the circle, like, the teacher explained us that it's very important to do this with kids and in natural surroundings, because in that way you can see everyone. And it's also important because you have like people at your left and right, and they like support you, like everyone support each other. And the most important is that always in classes, teachers are like stand and the kids sitting down, or like the teacher is different from the kids. But if you make a circle, like the teacher is only one more, I don't know, it's like everyone is equal to the other ones. And yeah, I really love this atmosphere that we create there. So I think that's all for today, and see you tomorrow.